having a team and a structure, like, cause I know it's cool to say, oh, I did it all by myself. I'm such a bad guy, but it's music. It takes a village. It takes a village to make things happen. And from afar or from a certain perspective, it might look like, oh, this guy just dropped a song and he just blew out.
Yeah,
he just blew in such a short time or out of the blue. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, there's so many people involved from.
so you had to hire staff.
Yeah, to hire staff. Like, there's the road managers, there's the media team, there's the creative team too. There's administration, there's the accountant that does the taxing and all of that. So it's like a whole structure, and it will just be pretty unwise, or it will have been pretty unwise or delusional of me to just like jump into it without having like a proper plan and structure and a team. I won't lie and say, oh, it's all just one person. Like, it takes a whole team. Like, it takes a whole team, to be honest. Yeah.
What did you not anticipate going into this?
To be honest, every challenge that we've had to deal with, it was something that I was expecting. To be honest, it was something that it wasn't like a situation of, oh, this thing hit us and we're like, oh, what are we going to do? You understand?
Yeah.
Like, I always kind of anticipate that, and thankfully, because I'm quiet, because I'm mostly quiet, I'm very observant. I might act like I don't say anything, but I'm very observant, and I used to hang around Eazi a lot. So I used to observe everything, and I just understood everything going on to an extent. Okay, this is how this goes, this is how that goes. Like, I learned to look beyond the lifestyle and the glam of the whole industry, because I knew that regardless of whether shine, there's like a working system underneath that. No matter how people want to make it look easy. Yeah, making it look easy is a swag. Like, it looks cool on camera and say, oh, this thing just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I understood that there was something behind that, and that was one thing I was always observing while I was with emPawa. I was always checking, observing, and I'd say I got freedom to also like do some stuff for myself too, and just like try out things and see. I won't say I was left in the dark.
Yeah.
Some artists are left in the dark. They didn't even know what's going on. All they have to show up.
So you were actively involved?
I was actively involved. I was friends with people in the company, like real friends, not just on some employee piece, like,
or even a talent, whatever. You were that guys.
Yeah, we're guys like, yo, bro, how you did? Like, apart from work, we talk, we play video games. So it was just easy to understand how the system worked that way. So I wasn't left in the dark. So I say that was one of my blessings. And that was one thing that made me prepared for this phase. So even when challenges come, I'm not too phased.
Yeah.
I'm not too phased that, oh, I don't panic. Zero panic at all.
So I'm trying to draw a line between the system, what we see, and what goes underneath it. Yeah. And you're working both worlds. First, before I even draw the line, doesn't it, on the knowledge of the other, not the front end, the back end, knowledge of the back end, because you're on the front end.
Yeah.
You were on the front end primarily. Now you're in both. Doesn't it take away
the excitement?
Some of the shine, the excitement of the joy from the top. Because
I hear that. That's where you now have to think of your why. Why are you doing this? Me, I wasn't doing music because I wanted to just do Starboy things and be a big boy and flaunt ice. I'm wearing ice.
Yeah.
but yeah, that wasn't the major motivation for me personally. From the beginning, you can ask my friends. I just like making music. I was just interested in the whole idea of the entertainment industry. Even before I knew I could sing, I was always watching videos. I was always watching TV. There's hardly any question you'd ask me about like Afrobeats before 2010, like from 2003 upwards, that I don't have like a strong idea of. So I was always just excited that how is this thing done? Even before I knew I could sing. So for me, I understand that part of, knowing how things work might take away the excitement, but I wasn't looking to be excited. That was not what was exciting me. It was just like the whole process. Like, the process excites me. The process excites me. I'm just like, so we can make this happen. So now I can just wake up, think of an idea, and we can pull it through with proper planning. So that's like, is that process of seeing something like grow from scratch, from nothing to becoming such a big thing that excites me, regardless of results. Like, as long as, we are building something. I'm jiggy. Yeah.
But that's also another layer of creativity. So when we think of creativity, we're always super focused on, you know, getting abstract ideas and trying to force them into becoming reality.
Yeah.
So you find intersections and then you just create something that has your message. But I also do think, as someone who also works on the back end, I also do see a certain level of creativity in making this thing work.
Yeah.
I think, for example, the art of running a record label is you creating a record label.
Yeah. Creating, yeah.
Yeah.
Building something from scratch.
Yeah, building from scratch. You just said that. The same thing with music. I think they obey the same principles.
Yeah, the same laws too.
Yeah, you bring one thing, you bring another thing, and then it gives you a desired outcome.
Yeah.
It's just interesting that this type of creativity is what supports the other one.
Yeah. So for me, it's not that difficult, because either way, the fact that I'm just doing what I'm doing is exciting enough for me. So even if I know how things are done, I always knew how things were. I always had an idea of how things were behind the scenes, even before I blew up, because I used to hang around like people that were already like proper blown. So I understood. And Eazi used to tell me then to like, oh, see this thing, and that's what they do. You understand? Like, it's not just, don't just think it's just about going to shows and carrying plenty of women. Like, it's a lot of consistent work, and I saw it like in real time, not on some like on social media or from TV. I saw it in real time. I saw the kind of work people had to put in to make things happen. I saw what used to happen backstage.
Yeah.
The drama that will happen backstage, and born in front of the stage, everybody's turning up and vibing. You understand?
Yeah.
So I understood that. So me seeing those two angles did not take away from my excitement, because I always knew how it was. Yeah.
And then creating a record label, a lot of it is done in your image.
Yeah.
Because it's your idea. You've been prepping for it for 2 weeks. Like, it's the child of your imagination.
Yeah.
And that, apart from how the record label feels, how it operates and all that, the music that comes out, yeah, I know that you'd have to sign like different artists.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people sign artists that look like they are sexually reproduced.
Yeah. So I was very, very particular about that. Like when it came to like, or when it comes to like working with like acts for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want anybody that looks like me, that tries to sound like me. It's not a good thing, no matter how many people say, oh, you sound like this person, you sound like that person. It's usually like a limiting factor.
In what way?
Because you could sound like somebody that's already established. Even if people accept that you are a great artist, there's always a ceiling that you won't be able to go beyond, because they've heard something like that before. Do you understand? And I wouldn't want that for anybody that I'm working with in the label. So I'm like, anybody that sounds like me, that has my kind of vibe, you are probably not going to work together. We can work together, like maybe as like featuring each other, whatnot, but like a full, like a kind of deal. No, it's not going to work for the artist's sake.
But I know, it's intuitive what you just said, but the argument against it would be, it's easier to not co-create, but it's easier to having an artist that maybe does not sound directly like you, but that fits into the creative mode, into your creative mode. Maybe into your creative mode. That it helps with maintaining a consistent music output or stylistic output for the record label. You don't think of it in those terms?